Hello everybody, this is General Snivy and welcome back to more Let's Play The Last Remnant. Today, we're going to be taking on another set of side quests, but thankfully it's not going to be as many as last time. And Rush has the weirdest boner going on right now, which I seriously do not understand why or how. Okay, enough joking around. In today's side quest, which is going to be taken on today, we're going to be returning to another familiar location, and this time we're going to be heading into the Numor Mines. Why are we heading back there? It's because our mother apparently wants us to go in and get some sort of a tablet or something. And this side quest is known as the Tablet of Marshall. This is a very important side quest, by the way. I would suggest taking this on if you can to get your hands on some really powerful remnants. And also to do some other awesome things too. Just be sure not to collect too many, otherwise you will not be able to take on a certain side quest later on. And it's actually not too far off now, it really isn't. Now for the difficulty of this side quest, there really isn't much to say. There are some new areas that have opened up, and we're going to be exploring these new areas today. But in order to complete this side quest, all you need to do is just take the same path that you took the first time when you came here with Emma Honeywell. My god, I can't get the two names right. Hardly ever. Like I was trying to say, first time you came here with Emma, take the same path if you want to complete this side quest quickly. However, if you want to get the most out of this side quest and kill as many monsters as possible and or get all the treasures here throughout Numor Mine, then it would be wise to take these other paths, which they're not really that secret, but they were previously inaccessible during our first trip. But now they are accessible, which is nice. It's always nice. For the first set of enemies we have here today are known as Godwoods. Much like the rest of their brothers, they swing and they attack you multiple times, and they also have a very annoying tendency to spam annoying attacks too, so be sure to either silence them, paralyze them, or take them out as quickly as possible, much like everyone else here. One thing I guess I will go ahead and start talking about today is recently I have upgraded my operating system. How did I manage to do this? I did not pirate it. There's actually a really good story that goes with this. So not too long ago I was just running some errands with my mother, and then we received some mail. And one piece of mail was actually for me, and it came from my previous job working at the Naval Academy. Well, here's where the funny part comes in. It turns out that a technicality was kind of pulled off here. It wasn't my fault, but it was more or less the fault of my previous employer. Basically what happened was, during the time trial when they previously estimated me before I formally resigned, they dropped my pay a little bit much, and so they sent me a check for financial compensation, which is actually really nice. And in other words, I would have actually gotten a little bit more money than I would have, but still my pay would drop either way. And that's where the story ends, basically. I got a little bit of extra money, so I put that money to good use, and I bought myself a copy of Windows 8.1 Pro. You may be thinking that it's like the stupidest thing I could have ever done. Well, let me tell you, it's actually not that bad. I've been doing quite a bit of research online, and I find people are actually saying more positive things about Windows 8.1 than Windows 8 now, which is really nice. I really like the fact that, you know, things are working out with Windows 8.1. Sure, I had to reinstall all my programs, but it also gave me a chance to look at my programs, see what I actually needed, and boom, there I am. One thing I did have to do was I had to repurchase the record pad, which wasn't a big deal because I was able to use my PayPal no problem. And also it wasn't that expensive anyway. It was only about 28 bucks, so that's good to know. Another reason why I wanted to upgrade to Windows 8.1 was because I hear that you get a little performance boost out of your system because the operating system uses less memory. I feel like it does work like that, but I've only had it for like the past couple of days now, and I can't really say for absolute certainty as of yet. So the next few videos within these side quests, including this one, this was recorded before I upgraded to Windows 8.1. In other words, I was using Windows 7 Ultimate. And of course I kept my bit at 64-bit, because why would I downgrade to 32-bit? That's just a really dumb move in my opinion. Alright, let's go ahead and talk about the next set of enemies of which we are facing. These are Greater Demons. Greater Demons, you'll find them pretty much infesting throughout the entire mine. On the off-beaten paths, anyway. For the main path, it's just the usual werewolf group. Be like, hey, I'm a werewolf, arr. Power wave, power wave, power wave. Oh wait, that's another type of enemy. My bad. My bad. On the positive note of repurchasing Record Pad, at least now I have the latest version of it. I don't have to worry about updating the thing for a while. Now the reason why I had to repurchase Record Pad was because I had a backup copy of my current Record Pad that I used with Windows 7, and when I tried to install it, it said, oops, sorry, this is not compatible with Windows 8.1, so yeah, you're gonna have to purchase a update. So I did. And that's the story of Record Pad.
Alright then, get on up.
One other thing I did recently, other than install the programs I needed, I also had to replace my Microsoft Office with OpenOffice. Why? Because I don't feel like going out and trying to purchase Microsoft Office if I don't need it. Besides, OpenOffice it does the same thing that Microsoft Office does, except it's free. That's nice. It's very, very nice. I mean, it opens all Word documents and everything that I need, which is a good thing. I like that. Alright, let's talk about the Greater Demons. Again, did I talk about them? I don't think I talked about them very much because I got distracted by several other things. What can I say about Greater Demons? They hit hard and they swarm you in groups, so yeah, you better be prepared to take some serious hits and also keep your morale as high as possible because insta-kill attacks like this can happen. It's not fun, it really isn't. After I finished reinstalling all the programs I needed to, I stumbled across or more or less, I went to the 3DS Capture Board website and found that Loopy released a test program for USB audio recordings. Well, I tried to use it and it kind of screwed up the firmware. And Loopy even said himself that the program isn't ready to be used for recordings yet. Yeah, I kind of screwed up on that part. And also I didn't see anything about not recording, but whatever. I did make a little bit of I made a little topic on the 3DS forum, and Loopy was kind enough to help me out and help me restore the firmware from the previous version of the software that I used. And after that, I pretty much got rid of the audio capture thing. In other words, got rid of the test program and just kept the current version of the 3DS capture software because because I wanted to. Let's see, what else? Oh yes, there is one other thing I can talk about. In the last video I've mentioned that I've been watching a couple of animes, or more or less two. I didn't really go in depth of the animes I was watching. And that's because I basically got distracted by the action that was going on and I wanted to talk about that. First anime I was watching is known as Attack on Titan. Oh man, Attack on Titan. It is epic. A freaking epic show that... Oh my god. The show is basically... It is not for the faint of heart. It is incredibly violent, but oh so freaking sweet. Oh man, I freaking love Attack on Titan. And I have to thank Team 4-Star for introducing me to the show in the first place due to their abridged version of the first episode. Too bad it got taken down, but hey, some other people have actually downloaded the episode and reposted it, which is nice. I like nice things like that. So with Attack on Titan, there are 25 episodes in total, and there's only one season. There is a rumor going around that a second season is indeed in the works. And whenever it will come about, I can't wait for it to happen. And I also hear that there's going to be a live-action movie on Attack on Titan. Haven't seen any sort of teaser trailers or anything like that for Attack on Titan. But whatever. It's there. I hear it's going to be a movie. Again, that's just a rumor, and I don't know if that's true or not. Feel free to comment in the comment section below. Speaking of movies, I hear recently that there's going to be a Sly Cooper movie that's going to be in theaters in the year 2016. I've actually seen the teaser trailer, and there are some things that kind of... Oh, how can I put this? Kind of touch me in ways that I don't like. I mean, it looks good. It looks like a nice trailer. And all it does. That's what trailers are for. But there are some things that are wrong with the trailer. I hear that the Sly Cooper movie is going to be an origin story of the first Sly Cooper game. In other words, it's going to take place within the events of Sly Cooper and Amphibious Raccoonus. There are some things wrong in the trailer, and let's point out some of the obvious ones. First of all, Bentley's driving the van. He doesn't learn how to drive the van until the second game. Hello? Anyone home? Did anyone do their homework before making the trailer? Apparently not. And the second most common thing that people point out, myself included, is Murray. Murray just looks weird. I mean, not in a good way weird, but just... It's like a mix between cartoon and realistic. It's weird. Why this kind of art style, we will never know. But again, teaser trailers don't necessarily tell the final product until the movie gets released in theaters. One other thing that some people pointed out, and I didn't even realize this until I read the comments about the teaser trailer, is that the voice actor for Sly was actually replaced during the trailer, and that, it's like, no, you don't do that. You don't just replace the voice actor for Sly Cooper. I mean, dude, hello, the other people, but for the actors for both Murray and Bentley reprised their roles. Why not Sly? It just doesn't make sense. And that's basically my rant for today. But other than that, the movie does look rather interesting and promising, and we'll just have to wait and see where it goes. Am I going to see it when it hits theaters? Probably not. I'm going to probably wait a little bit, watch some reviews, or more or less watch a review by IGN. See what they give it as far as the score is concerned. And we'll just have to wait and see where it goes. It looks interesting enough, don't get me wrong. And you can't necessarily judge a book by its cover until you actually go and see it for yourself. Unless you hear it from other people. Then you can probably pass judgment. Or not. I don't know. Alright, let's figure out something else to talk about for the next 10 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna apologize in advance, and I should have done this from the beginning. That this video along with the next few videos are gonna be a bit on the long side. Like 30 minutes long. Why? Because I felt like making them that long, and there was a lot of content I needed to show off within that time frame anyway. And that's basically where the whole thing turned out anyway.
I still have more powers waiting to be released.
A new mystic art.
I need the other one. The other one.
One more thing I'm going to be talking about. In the next video, the contrasts for the videos are going to be risen quite a bit. And this is because, well, first let's go ahead and explain this video. This video, along with several others, I recorded and I was ready to edit them in Vegas. Well, this is pretty much the only video in the entire recording session that was accepted by Vegas. All others, you only get the audio. Why? I have no freaking idea. I guess it's just like, it doesn't like the codec at all. It doesn't like the medium quality codec. And I'm kind of debating whether or not to bring the quality back down to low. And you know what, I think I possibly will do that for when we conclude the Koenigsdorf Saga. Why? Technical reasons, that's why. Now for the next set of enemies. These are exactly like their brothers in just about every way, except they're stronger. And they're purple. Who likes purple? I like purple. My modified 3DS is purple. That's awesome, right?
I'll take you down with my own hands.
Well, there's really nothing much else to say about these guys. Depending on how many you pick up, they can swarm you and overwhelm you if you pick on too many at once on the field. And cavalry call can be quite painful too, because they can sometimes come in groups of 2 or 3 per cavalry call. But I haven't had that big of a problem with these guys at all throughout the entire adventure. Which is nice. Very, very nice. I guess I should go ahead and talk about Windows 8.1 a little bit more. After reading all the nice reviews and stuff, I hear it's been a mixed bag between people. Some people like it, some people don't. As for me, I guess I'm in the minority by saying I like this operating system. I really do. I think it's really good. Also, time to show off Arena's Omnistrike. Oh yeah, she sure knows how to get things done like a boss. How awesome is that, am I right? Well, now that we've shown off Arena's Omnistrike, we still gotta show off Jagger's unique ability. I did manage to show it off during the second recording of this place when, like within the next video or something, but I didn't necessarily show it during the fight. Why was because the fight took forever.
Who else can pull it off?
And I'll go into more detail about that in the next video. One other thing I did with throughout the mines, I fast forward through the elevator shaft thing because it takes forever to freaking move them up and down. It's annoying. Now let's get back into the discussion, or more or less. What am I saying?
Let's do this.
Okay, I kind of lost track here. I was talking about Windows 8 a little bit ago, so I guess I should get back to that.
Okay.
Windows 8, I like it. Windows 8.1, I like the program. I like the operating system. It works really good. The interface is good. I like the start tiles. They're very nice, vibrant. They're easily customizable. You can organize them the way you want. The Microsoft App Store is pretty good. I like it. Downloaded a couple of apps already. The Facebook app and Netflix. Haven't tried using Netflix yet, but Facebook, I like that too. There's one more reason why I upgraded to Windows 8.1. To solve the issues with the computer crashing almost constantly. Due to me being a curious little cat, and then ended up getting molested by a monkey wearing a yellow hat. Now we're gonna get rid of that anthology and talk about something that isn't anything of that sort. Oh shoot. Oh yes. One other thing. Or more or less, a few more things. The rest of the videos with the blah that I recorded after this one, I edited those videos in Adobe Premiere Pro CS6 when I was still running Windows 7. So, yeah. There's one more thing, man. One more thing. Like a million more things that annoy the crud out of people. Shoot. Oh yeah, there is one more thing I should say. You may notice throughout this video that there are random speed ups, and I also have been complaining about frame drops. That would be another reason why I not only wanted to upgrade to Windows 8.1 to get rid of that issue altogether, and I also wanted to prevent the whole speed up slowdown thing that has been happening throughout the recordings and stuff. Yeah, sorry I didn't mention that sooner. I completely forgot. I'm such a doof. That's another reason why I wanted to bring the recording back to its previous setting. Back to the low. But low still looks really good. Just saying. Technical issues are kind of preventing me from making the best things ever. If you can catch my drift. Also, if you hear that, that's my seat. My butt's starting to hurt and it's starting to fall asleep. In other words, it's going numb. Why? Because I've been sitting here for quite a while recording this video and it's not a very comfortable seat. It's a seat you would use in a shower after surgeries of certain parts of your body. Yeah, I'm using that seat. It's not the most comfortable seat ever. In fact, it's very uncomfortable. I have a little pillow on it just to make it a wee bit more tolerable. And it is. It is a little bit more tolerable. But, hey, not the most comfortable thing ever.
Okay, later.
It's not fun. Can't believe we already are about 4 minutes left into the recording, or more or less 4 minutes left within the video. What else is there to talk about?
Come on out.
Well, recently I was bored one day and I decided to say, hey, I feel like looking into playing one of my games that I haven't even touched yet, haven't even started. And that game I decided to pick up was Xenoblade Chronicles. I can't believe I haven't played that game for over a year since I got it. I mean, I haven't even touched it at all. So I picked it up, popped it into my Wii U, and had a really good time. I'm enjoying the story, I'm really liking it. I'm not that far in, but still I'm a good bit of a ways in. And yeah, I'm really enjoying the story. I like the game, it looks really nice, it has good music. Some really memorable, well okay, I can't really say memorable tracks yet. I haven't finished playing it for Pete's sake. But from what I see and from what I hear, it looks really, really nice. And it sounds awesome too. Alright, now we got a little bit more than 2 minutes left. Why am I talking about time codes? I really don't know. It's because I feel like it's, I guess.
Let's do this.
I guess I should talk about the whole installation of Windows 8.1. I have seen videos online of people being able to keep their apps and everything, and I thought I could do the same when I got Windows 8.1. However, when I tried to install it, it was like, oops, you can only keep your personal files, so I decided to back out at the last moment and decided to say, hey, I want to return this. So the next day I took it back to the Walmart where I got it from, and it's like, oops, you can't return this. Why? Because it's already open and it's under federal law and copyright law and blah 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 blah. So in other words, I could not return it and I was stuck with it. I was not really that bummed. I was sad I wasn't able to get my money back, but I wasn't that sad at all. In fact, I was thinking positive, saying, that's okay, it's okay, I can make use of this sometime.
Awesome.
And to tell the truth, reinstalling all my programs isn't that big of a deal. I just need to come up with a list of all the programs I need to reinstall, and boom. That's what happened. So a little while later, after I uploaded a couple more videos for like this past week, I decided to say, I'm gonna go ahead and start upgrading and making sure everything is good to go. And that's how Windows 8.1 came to be, with the new operating system and everything is good to go. And now I am about out of time. This is General Snivy with Let's Play The Last Remnant. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please remember to leave a like. Next time, this frickin' dragon! Oh my god, this thing took forever to kill. Wanna know why? Find out next time.